Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Garage. Today we're going to cover collecting your oil and transferring waste oil, either vegetable oil or engine oil. And there's about 4 ways of doing it. I think the best way is a suction tank, you know, an old 200-gallon propane tank or something like that. And you simply go up with your wand and you suck the barrel dry with that. And then when you want to put it back into your storage in your totes or your drums, you just pressurize the tank and then out goes the oil. Another method is hand bombing. So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't really have a pump, and I'm in the process of building a pump to transfer oil. But you simply just get a couple of buckets and a funnel, and at your collection station you just go open the drum. The drums are open for my restaurant that I collect oil from, and it takes me 10 minutes to do that. It's a bit messy though, so I'm making a pump as we speak, and I'll show you that in a minute. So the third way is a pump, and I'm using a small block Chevy pump, and I'm just building that as we speak. And it's going to have a scooter motor running that. It's self-priming and should deliver a decent capacity of oil. And then the fourth method, it's really just for transferring oil, is pressurizing a drum. You could use the suction on these drums, but I wouldn't recommend that. I let these go up to about 2 to 3 psi. And I'm scared to go any higher than that. I mean, if you look at these drums, one of these dinky little rubber impeller pumps, and they're just useless. They don't prime, they're just really nasty. So I'm using pressure. I use 2 to 3 psi, and then that way I'm not too concerned if it of a rupture. But that's what comes out. I transfer about 5 gallons a day into this system. And this is strictly a settling tank system. I've mentioned this in a previous video. So the oil comes in here. If it's from that restaurant I'm collecting from, it'll probably come in here in a pair of jeans, which is 25 microns, into this tank to the bottom, up to the top, down to the bottom again, up to the top, and then this is the final tank, and I use pressure to transfer fuel oil from this tank to this tank. This is a really strong tank. It's a brand new tank, so, or relatively speaking, it's new. So that's how I'm doing it on that. When I get my oil, this is my collection tank from the restaurant. Oil's up about halfway right now, and I just take a little sample once in a while to have a look, and then I throw the waste into my furnace oil, or furnace tank. But anyway, back to the task at hand. That's making a transfer pump. So eventually this pump's going to end up like this. It's going to be mounted to a base, and the scooter motor is going to be hooked up to this. And I'm just going to weld in this piece here like this. So it'll be like, if you can picture that. So that's how it's going to be. And the scooter pump's over here, and it's going to be on a little tray that everything's mounted to. Super simple, and it'll sit on my collection tank. Hose will go into my collection tank, and that'll go to collect the oil. Something like that. Super simple. This pump comes with an intake here. That's what the pickup is for the oil pan. And I simply welded that off. I put a bolt in there, similar to this, and then just cut it and welded it off. There's a bypass as well I disabled that again. I just threaded a bolt in there and used Loctite to seal it off. And now it's airtight. And for the last step for manufacturing this, I need to drill this out to 3/4 of an inch and put these elbows on. The pump, let's see here, I missed that one part. So the oil comes in here on a stock pump in this side, through the gears, out the top, and through here. And that's what mounts up to your oil gallery on your engine. And I've simply put a bolt in there and welded that off. I'm using a TIG welder, so there's no spatter. You want to avoid getting any spatter in here. Like I say, I think the best way is a sucker tank. But again, that's a dedicated tank and trailer, and I just don't have the space for it. Well, there it is, roughed in. Now I'm just going to weld it. Both sides. Well, hey guys, we got this small block oil pump finished. I do apologize. I thought I hit the record button when I was welding, but I forgot to turn on the camera. Anyway, so what I did is I welded it with stainless rod. When you get your pump, if you go down this route, this is what it looked like before. So I just cut that off. I found this bit, thought I'd add it in. So it's a direct in through the two gears and then out. And it can go either direction, just reverse the drill or reverse whatever motor you're using. Temporarily, for testing, I'm going to use my drill, 24 volt drill. And I made a fitting for that. Where is that? Oh yeah. So here's the fitting. And then I use a piece of pipe. I'll fix that up in a minute. And then we'll go test it out. There it is, set up. This is a temporary measure until I get my scooter motor. And then I'll mount this on a plate and mount that on this drum. And then that'll be my collection drum. So that's it. Let's try it out and see. Got the hose in there. See how well it works. See how long it takes. I'll put you down at the other end. Let's see here. Wow, that's really good. Fast. So there you have it, guys. That's my small block Chevy converted oil pump. I just, like I said before, I used, if I didn't mention, a TIG welder to do this with nickel rod or stainless rod, which is high nickel. That works really good on cast iron. I found that works really, really nice. You can get good welds, and it's leak free. So very nice indeed. Very happy with that. So I don't know, guys. It's not for the faint of heart doing this stuff. Look at the mess. Well, excuse the mess, I should say. It is very messy. I think what I'll do is I'll put end caps on this stuff so that it doesn't drip, and get a dedicated Tupperware bucket or something like that for it. So now what I'll do is I'll put a screen on the end of the pickup hose, and tomorrow morning I'll go out to the little Chinese restaurant, and in the next couple of days I get the head for the old 253, and we'll get back on that Detroit project. I've got 2 heads, one for my friend and one for me, so we'll build up both those heads. I think I should get them tomorrow if I'm not mistaken, so we'll see if I can pick them up tomorrow. And then it's back to Detroit content. So anyway, that's my spiel on alternative fuels. I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for checking in. We'll catch you on the next video.